Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to a new video. So I'm going to jump right in. Imagine this. Imagine you had this multi-billion-dollar automobile company and you had your team come up with what would be the next generation coolest CUV, and you called it the Hornet. You did a ton of marketing around it. And then at the same time, somebody in that same company was tasked with re-rolling out the Fiat 500, and that Fiat 500 they expected to be just eaten up. And in all honesty, it's a cool little fun car. I had a friggin' Fiat. I don't like to admit it publicly, but I'm doing it right now. I am here painfully admitting that I owned one, but it was a stupid, fun, ridiculous just thing we bought. When I say we, I bought on a whim as a company car to just use for advertising, and it was worth it. It was like $10,000 or something, and it was like a year old, so it made sense. And it's just a cool little thing. But somebody said, make a new Fiat since it failed the last time around, and sell it for too much money, have crappy range, make it an EV, and then it comes out, and right alongside the Hornet, these two things fail miserably. And while this is happening, you've got a whole bunch of folks at that company who came up with those ideas saying, yes, let's roll out the Dodge Daytona Charger EV and force that down the throats of all of our muscle car enthusiasts because, you know, they'll love it. And then why don't we do this? Why don't we wildly overprice all three of these things to see what happens and see if the people are as stupid as the dealers says they are, since they will pay $395 for nitrogen air fill in the tires and $395 for $80 locking lug nuts. What the hell? Let's go ahead and try to jam these things down their throats at enormous prices, only to find out that we're smarter. We learned a lot of lessons during COVID. We definitely all probably spent more money than we should have, and we found out in some cases the hard way. And here we are, and they're stuck with these three machines. And these three machines are not selling. The Daytona Charger, done plenty of videos on that. But this video, I'm going to quickly just share with you how unbelievably insanely stupid things have gotten when it comes to the Fiat, which is absolutely nothing new. This was back in like December. I'll show you the screenshots here. This is hilarious. Yeah, back in, December, there were tons of videos on YouTube. A lot of you watched it. The Fiat 500e, which was languishing on dealership floors. Nobody was buying them. They were overpriced, horrible range, and just overall just a goofy car. Now, had they made this thing like $22,000 and leased them for $90 a month like they did last time around, they probably, and now this time the range is like 140, 150. Last time they did the Fiat electric car, it was like you can lease them for $60 or $80 a month. Well, now they roll this thing out. They could have, and they did double the range. They could have, at the very least, had they priced them right, been able to say, hey, look, you got double the range, same amount of money. We'll give it to you for $100 a month, $120 a month. But instead, they ended up rolling it out way overpriced, and as a result, it wasn't worth the range. So then dealerships figured out, well, hell, what are we going to do with these things? Well, between the tax credit that most people would get if they fall within the income limits, that this car would get, and the rebates, basically, and any incentives from Stellantis, that you could lease this thing for like 27 months for nothing, for free, basically using the incentives and rebates to pay the car payments. Now, it did not include taxes. Taxes averaged like $62 a month, but something tells me you could pay that up front. It's like $1,300, $1,400, and you would literally have no car payment for the next 27 months. That was the deal. Yes, you have to qualify. I believe you can still get it. There's a dealership in Colorado, and I think that's where you got to do the deal. You probably have to live there too. But bottom line is you could probably get this thing for nothing down and have them roll the taxes in, or pay very little of it, and have this car for free. Now, it's the same. It's the red. You don't have a lot of choices. It's the most basic as you can get, but frigging free. Yes, you have to take it on your credit. Yes, you have to qualify for it. But if you can't qualify for a Fiat, you got bigger problems than needing that car. So that should be pretty easy for anyone to qualify for. So that's what they did. But then this happened, and TK sent me this video that I'm going to play right now for you all.
Grand opening Bogo sale at the all-new Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Buy a new Grand Wagoneer and get a new Dodge Hornet. That's 2 for the price of 1 at the all-new Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
So I saw that video and I thought, that can't be true. There's no way they're giving a Hornet away. Like, is this really happening? So I went to Galliana's in Fort Myers, Florida, went to their website and started doing some research and reading a bunch of fine print, just trying to find out, like, what in the hell is the catch here? And here is the Hornet for $199 a month, and they're doing 0% financing if you want to buy it. It's like, please come take this thing, get it out of our lot. Now, remember, at least for $199 a month for 24 months does not include your taxes, and you're putting like almost $4,000 down on that thing, which I would not do on a lease on a Hornet. They would, for $199 a month, I'm putting no money down, and I'm going to hand you back the car in 24 months. So I wouldn't pay $4,000 down on that car. So 0% APR. They're doing everything they can to get rid of these things. But then here they are pushing these EVs. Here's the ad. Here's the ad where you can get, if you buy a 2024 Jeep Wagoneer Series 2, they will give you a 2024 Dodge Hornet at no additional charge. They will give it to you. They will throw it in the bag. They will stuff it in the back of that Grand Wagoneer, and you can have it as a spare for when the Grand Wagoneer breaks down, which it will inevitably do, or the Hornet breaks down, vice versa. So you've got 2 cars for the price of 1, and that is better than just buying 1 Wagoneer. My expectation is, and the reason I want to share this with you is, I don't know anyone who would say, yeah, I want both of those, because you're likely going to have to pay taxes and some other stuff, so it's still going to cost you more money. But what I would say, if you're willing to give me, it says a 35, 5 and under, 24 Hornet, see, whatever that Hornet is, they're going to give you, and I'm sure this is limited to a certain amount of cars. It says, must purchase the Grand Wagoneer Series 2 at MSRP to receive the cash credit for purchase price less incentives for any stock. 24, 35, 5, and under excludes all other costs, expires month end. So I would expect that you're going to have to pay some taxes, you're going to pay some license and stuff like that. So instead of that, what I would do is say, if you really have to have a Grand Wagoneer, is whatever it is they're asking for that Hornet, I would say that's what I want off of that Wagoneer. And if you look at the prices on the Wagoneers, you're certainly looking in the $90,000 plus range for this to be able to happen. But that means that these massive, massive discounts are absolutely here. Now, I would like to hear from any of you who live in Florida, if you go to that dealership and find out, can this really happen? Can I really buy this and you give me that for free? I got to imagine they would do anything to get rid of these damn Hornets. And at this point, they're willing to give them away for free. So I decided to share this because it's getting hilarious. It's getting stupid. Now they're giving cars away for free. That's how bad it's gotten. So just stay tuned. That Dodge Daytona EV, they're going to get those leases so low that you're going to start seeing those things roll into Cars and Coffee, playing the fake engine sounds. And then, look, yes, we'll still make fun of them, but if they're only paying like $300 a month for an $80,000 car, I can't blame them. I honestly can't blame them. And hell, as much as I hate the thing, for that's, $399 a month or $200 a month or whatever, some really low sub $500 car payment, I would say it would be hard not to buy one just for the video content. Not that I'm going to. I gotta wait. I think V8's coming. I think it's coming. It's probably coming in 26, but I think it's coming. So with that, everybody, let me know your thoughts on these free cars now. Free, like legitimately actual free freaking cars that Stellantis is giving out. Where are we going, folks? This is just hilarious. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Grand opening Bogo sale at the all-new Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Wagoneer and get a new Dodge Hornet. That's 2 for the price